How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's good. Thanks for dropping by. Much appreciated today. This is popping up here. Oh, thank you again, everybody. I see there was a few people give some thumbs up, and I appreciate you dropping by. Gemalali, hi, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you. Neo Blade Gaming, how you doing? Thanks for dropping by, everybody. I much appreciated. How's everybody's day going so far? Hoping this is a good time for people and that, but we'll see how this works in that. Miriam Havard, hi. I remember from Recycle Dude's live stream. Yes. Yeah, I'm actually going to talk about Recycle Dude and a few of the people today. Miriam, how are you? Priscilla, hi. How are you? It's great to see you again. Oh, hey, Rachel, how are you? What time is it there, Rachel? Miriam, pretty good. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Ace Film Studio 755. Hello, my friend. How are you? It's great to see you again. Hey, I caught your show. Razul Ram Videos. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you again. So that's no worries. I thank you for coming. Oh, 7 p.m. is it? Yeah, it's just 2 o'clock here our time, but yeah. Did a few of you catch Michael Fire Jr.'s live stream the last day or two? He's been heading down south, I guess. He's one of the fellas that I watch. He's one of the first people that I started watching about a month and a half ago when I first started on YouTube. So if you haven't caught him, go take a look at Michael Fire Jr.'s live channel. I'm gonna just type it in here. Hopefully I don't miss. There it is. So if you catch that, take a look at some of his channel. You won't be disappointed. He does a wonderful channel. Thanks everybody for dropping by. Much appreciated. I really do appreciate it. Hi Skinny G Panda. How are you? Thank you for dropping by. Thanks very much. Priscilla, yeah, it was a great show, wasn't it? I watched. It must have been yesterday's show on Sunday. The Budget Bushcraft and Who's Your Back OD. I caught up on that right before his Clint Moore and oh gosh, I apologize. Knight. Does anybody help me out? Knight something. He was a real. It was a great show this morning. But yeah, check out Michael Fire Jr.'s channel, everybody. You won't be disappointed. Eagle VP, hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for coming. Neo Blade Gaming, yes. Don't forget to support each other in the chat. Say hello to everybody. Drop a like or say hello to everybody. Everybody's got some great content on here, so please check everybody out. Brando on the go. Hey, how are you? It's nice to see you again. Thank you for dropping by this afternoon. Modern Day Family Man, it's great to see you again. I hope you had a great weekend. Skinny G Panda, yes, exactly. Night Stalker was on. I thought I had the fella on. I thought I subscribed to him, but I went to his channel after and I checked some of his stuff out. It was great. He sure has some great people on. I'm not sure who he's going to have on the rest of the week. I may have missed that, but I'm kind of looking forward to catching him the next few days in that on Michael Fire Jr.'s channel. Yes, hit that button if you haven't. That much appreciated. Thank you, everybody. So, how's everybody's day going so far? It's here in Canada where I am. I'm halfway between Toronto and Detroit. I'm in London, Ontario. It's 2 hours from Toronto, 2 hours from Detroit. It's a real fall day here. It's supposed to be like this the rest of the week. We went pretty much from summer right into fall. It's gray, overcast, raining. I imagine it's going to be like this for some time. Our Canada is coming up this weekend. I know Americans have theirs. Is it the 3rd week of November? We just have ours a little earlier, but yeah, we have a long weekend coming up, and that. I don't know if anybody caught Friday's show. My son Ethan, he was off school for the day, and I didn't think that we were going to do a live stream a live show on Friday because my wife said, you're going to be busy with him. You're going to go out, take him out for the day, and we did a few things Friday morning, but we didn't actually get out in the afternoon. He said, "Dad, can I go on the show?" I said, "Yeah, I told everybody we weren't going to do it, Ethan." But he said, "You know what? I'd like to do it." He wants a YouTube channel. He's into the Xbox, like all his friends, all the kids his age. He's 10. He likes Fortnite, which I know nothing about gaming. I support a lot of the game channels because my son likes to come down and take a look at them. But I can't believe the graphics; they're amazing. I don't have to play them to enjoy them. So, but yeah, he wanted a channel, and he wants to do like a gaming channel. My wife and I, we're a little iffy on it. We don't know. He's 10 years old. We don't really want him live on the internet all the time. So if he does it, maybe he'll do like some of them where they play the games and he says we'll have to figure that out. So we'll look down the road, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, no, he came on Friday afternoon, and everybody that was on was real supportive of him. He was a little shy at first, just like me, I guess. But he says, "Dad, you know what? After about 5 or 10 minutes, I was chilling. Everything was fine, Dad. Everything was cool. I loved it." And everybody was really super polite and nice to him. They showed him some love in that. So I appreciate everybody being very nice to him. It meant a lot to him. So thanks again, everybody. I'm just going to read through this. The kid you make, hey, buddy, how are you? It's great to see you. Nice to see you. Brando on the go, haha, I'm in Sarnia. Well, you're only an hour away then, Brando on the go. That's fantastic. You know what, Brando on the go, my wife and I, we used to go over, Sarnia, go over to Port Huron, 3 or 4 times a year to, go over the border, go shopping, make a weekend. But since about a year and a half ago, things have changed, and I'm not going to get political. I'm just saying things have changed, and we haven't made it over there, and we'll see what happens in the next while. But my brother actually lives down in the States. He lives in Illinois. He lives in a place about 2.5 hours out of Chicago. He lives, closest city would be Bloomington, Illinois. He lives in a little town called Colfax. It's just like a little village, 500 to 1,000 people or something. But Bloomington Normal. It's kind of like a college university town, and he married a young lady from there, and he's been with her 7, 8 years now, and he comes back home every once in a while, usually on the holidays and that. But we haven't been able to get down to see him recently, so we're kind of hoping maybe this year. We'll see what happens. Brando on the go. It is a small world, isn't it? You know what? If you haven't checked out, I'm just gonna put out a name here, everybody. I'm gonna just type it in. If you haven't checked this fellow out, check his channel out. His name's Chillin' with Millen. He's another fellow, Brando on the go. He's from Ontario. He's Port Burwell, so down just a little while out of Port Stanley and that. But Port Burwell, yes. Check out Chillin' with Millen, everybody. He's got a great. I don't know if it's not a travel show, but it's he goes out, and when he's out with his wife, he does some great video on that. And I guess it's kind of like a travel show. It's kind of like mine in the sense that on the weekend we get out wherever we're going. We're going to take the camera, film, and that, and show everybody. It's usually posted Tuesday or Wednesday. It's when my wife can get the editing done. Usually she does it either Sunday or Monday night, and we're able to put it out Tuesday. So yeah, definitely check out Chillin' with Millen. He's a super great guy. Rachel Rawson, I need help picking my next 5 YouTubers for my video review show. Any ideas who do I need to check out? Well, I don't know if you're talking to me, Rachel, but for myself, everybody that's on Michael's channel, I couldn't put one over another. For me, recently, I've been watching other streams at night. My wife, she'll be on. She watches a few the reality shows that I may not be interested in. So while she's doing that, I get on here and I scan through some of the live shows. But recently, the last couple of weeks, I've been watching Recycle Dude. Sure, everybody's came across Recycle Dude. Hi, the Culinary Cookhouse. How are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. So yes, I've been watching Recycle Dude, super great guy. I've come across a lot of great people on Recycle Dude. Gil Skills, they sometimes host a show together, and Gil Skills is a great guy. I love Treasure Hustlers. If you haven't checked them out, these two young ladies, two young, not girls, I don't know if they're early 20s, I would imagine. They not dumpster diving, but they do, like Recycle Dude. They go out, they're looking for, maybe somebody can help me out because I'm going to say the wrong thing and then Treasure Hustlers may be upset with me. But yeah, Treasure Hustlers, check those girls out. I just call you girls because it's the easiest thing at this point. But they're not girls, they're young ladies. Very great channel. Please check them out. Who else? Okay, everybody, if you haven't checked this fellow out, he's a moderator on Recycle Dude's channel. Please check out, and I'm going to type it in because Big Keg. If you haven't checked him out, he's an Australian fella. He moderates Recycle Dude's channel. Same thing. He's out looking for like recycling items and stuff. But please check his channel out. He's an Australian fella that you can't miss him. You love it. He's got that authentic Australian accent, and I just watched a video earlier with him. Moonshine. I need to be a little more supportive when I write things out so I don't forget. But he did this one video where he interviewed this couple that had this channel, and that Moonshine Productions or Moonshine something. But please check out Big Keg. You really won't be disappointed. He's a great super guy. I don't know if I've frozen up here, everybody. Can everybody still see me? If you can't, let me know. The screen locked up on me. I'm sorry about that, everybody. Yes, Modern Day Family Man. I apologize. I'm not trying to miss anybody here. Yes, Neoblade Gaming. Rachel, definitely check out Neoblade Gaming. Any of the people in here, check them out. Ace Films Studio 755. How are you? The Donnie P show. I love this channel, Ace Films Studio 755. I'm sure you've come across him, Rachel. River Rat Skippy. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Neoblade Game, just working on getting to 400 for now. Thanks. Yeah, please check his channel out. Cooking with James. Hey, buddy, how are you? I lost the chat again. I'm too slow. I'm good. How about yourself? Neoblade Gaming, Australian accent. Oh yes. He did kind of a little mini series. He's done part 1 and 2. He put it out on the weekend about Australian slang. So if you want to see 2 great videos, he's got a lot of other ones. But if you want to see 2 wonderful videos, he does a video on Australian slang. He talks about, when everybody that come to Australia, and the one thing they always talk about, g'day mate, and all the different slang. It's Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, with holy crikey, all the slang that everybody is what they say about Canadians, and all that. But he talks about some of the slang, and he says it's funny, everybody thinks all us Australians still say everything like that. But he said, unfortunately, that's the older generation. The newer generation, the phone generation, that have their heads down, eyes down, pretty much 24/7. And I don't mean any disrespect. It's just that's the way life is now for you, teenagers and younger people. It's just the way they've grown up. So it's just a different way. It's like when we were people my age, when we were kids and stuff, and our parents thought, you hippie, you whatever, cut your hair. As you can see, I've got lots of hair now. But that's just a generation. We all have our own generation. But yeah, he's saying that the slang, goes back to when they first came, back years ago, and that with mate and everything like that. He says that he wishes, life could still be like that. But I think you need to check his channel out. You won't be disappointed. You will get a good laugh, and you get educated on a little bit of information I wasn't aware of. So please check out Big Keg's channel, everybody. Sandy Williams, shalom. How are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you so much. Ooh, Super Mario Neo. Awesome. Rachel, that's awesome. The Weekly Gamer 01. Say hi to the Weekly Gamer 01, everybody. It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Oh, Neoblade Gaming, you can see it? Good. I'm sorry about that. You know what? My internet's not I go through periods. I just before I usually stream, I unplug everything, plug everything back in. Just for during the day, this time of day and about 8, 9 o'clock at night, the stream seems to it lags a lot. So I like to refresh everything. So I just wanted to make sure it was still working. I'm just gonna have a sip of water. Sorry. Yes, Neoblade Gaming. Thanks for dropping a bunch of stuff. And sometimes I miss people, and I don't mean to. The Midnight Raven. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. Yes, everybody go support Cooking with James, the Midnight Raven, Sandy Williams, Rachel Ross and James. Your food bids look amazing. Got you. Rachel, isn't that true? You know, it's great when you see some of these channels, like the cooking ones, the drone channels, cooking. For me, the beer channels, craft beer pours. I love those two, the husband and wife. It's funny. I usually catch their reviews, their videos. They pop up usually like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning in my notifications. You know, it's a little too early for me to be having a cold one, but if I could, I would. But yeah, the beer channels, I love them. The food channels, the presentation is amazing, isn't it? The clarity, it looks like it's steaming right in front of you. Oh my gosh. The drone channels. Now, you know, I didn't know I was going to enjoy that, but I can't believe the footage the drones are getting. I said to my wife, "Oh, I'd love to get a drone." She says, "Worry about a camera or something down the road, and a few other things, a few other items." I get ahead of myself a lot of times. But like a lot of people, you say, you know, you get one of these, you start from there, and that's what I'm doing. So, but yeah, no, the drone channels. Um, I saw a fella today, a movie fella, and my two favorite things next to my family are movies and music. And you know what? I could sit and talk about rock music. I could sit here and talk, like I was talking to my best friend. I could talk probably the whole hour, but you know, nobody's going to want to listen to that. Maybe nobody even wants to listen to me now. But yeah, I caught this fella this morning, and I forget he was talking about the new Kevin Hart movie. You know, he's saying he went to see it, and you know, you want a good laugh, go see it. But he said, you know what, maybe don't. I'm not trying to put this movie down. He said, you know, just wait for it to either come to video or we have a box. So we call it Kodi. It's an Android box. We watch everything through there, and we dropped our cable about 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know if my wife's on here. I don't think so. But yeah, we dropped our cable about 4 or 5 years ago. And, you know, no looking back. It's great. You can watch anything. YouTube here. I mean, everything's there in front of you. With me, love music. I love watching concerts from the past. I get to see like you know, if I wanted to watch a Rush concert, I wanted to watch Genesis. Yes, anything progress. I love progressive music, so that's where I'm headed at this point. But I won't go on about that. Eric Johnson, Kazumi Watanabe, a jazz guitarist from Japan, fantastic. But I won't go on about that, everybody. I'll look through this here. Just 8. Hello from California. How are you? It must be what, 11 o'clock there? Rob's Homemade. Oh, there's a good channel, Rob's Homemade. I was just talking about the beer channels in that Rob's Homemade. Everybody check Rob's Homemade out, please. Midnight Raven, it is good to meet everybody, isn't it? I've seen quite a few people, but you know, there's odd people. Fortunately, while you're doing this, you can't go to the channel sometimes because you know, otherwise it's just like this. So pretty much, I try to run through the stream after or later on this evening, and if I haven't been able to catch anybody, I'll run through and go to the channel either this afternoon or this evening. So I haven't forgot anybody. I will, and if for any reason you haven't been to the channel, even if you put a like, hey, I was to your channel, that way I remember you and I can go to your channel. You don't have to always like my channel. This way I can just check you out. Sorry, I've locked up again. Apologize for that. River Rat Skippy. All right. Rob's Homemade Food and Beer. Now I'll have to check your stuff out. Yes, Rob's Homemade. Please check his channel out. DITL, Nick and me, how are you? Thank you for dropping by. Much appreciated. Go check out DITL, Nick and me, everybody. Yes, check out River Rat Skipper, everybody. Oh, Storm Jones, hello, how are you? Thank you for dropping by. Much appreciated. Check out Storm Jones, everybody. Welcome, Storm Jones, to the house. Rachel Ross and anyone I missed. Is there anybody that Rachel may have missed that may be a good one to take a look at some YouTubers for? I'm not trying to go on the spot. I apologize, Rachel, and I'm not disrespecting anybody here. I'm, you know, I just can't think off the top of my head. I'll maybe write a few more names down for next time. Storm Jones, I hope all is well with everybody. Yes, I hope everything is well with everybody. I'm going to still look at the chat, but can anybody tell me what they did on the weekend? I'll explain what we did here. We did a few things that we kind of made a little video. We have to put that together tonight and see if we can get it out either tomorrow or Wednesday. But I'll explain that in a minute. DITL, Nick and me. Thank you so much, everybody. Yes, it's very nice to have you here. Thank you. Oh, another beer. If anybody likes the beer reviews and Kent Beer Reviews, say hi to Kent Beer Reviews. How's everybody doing? It's great to see you, Kent Beer Reviews. Go check out the channel, please. If you'd like, I'm gonna mispronounce this, so if I do, my much apologies. Shea Lim for Yahusha. Much appreciated for you dropping by, and I know that I did mess that up, so I apologize. Please check out the channel, everybody. Yes, Rachel, it's cool that more people I know, the more cool videos I can put in my review show. Rachel, isn't that fantastic? Please check out Rachel Rawson's channel, everybody. She's such a wonderful woman. Please check her channel out. It is great, isn't it? I get on these channels. Some people said, all you're doing is sitting here just reading the chat. Well, yeah, that's exactly what it is. But I also have a few things written down. It's hard to sit up there for half an hour or 60 minutes and just blah, 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 blah. I know some people may be able to do it. It's I can rant on or chat on for a while, but it's great to see everybody and see what everybody has to say. It gives you ideas, if not for today, for a later date, but or maybe for something you want to do later, like either a show or one of the videos. I've seen a few that I got some ideas that when we went away for the weekend, we did this and this. So it's great to see everybody put stuff up. Anybody do anything exciting on the weekend? Sorry, locked up again here. I'll tell you what we did. I'll make this slow down this for a second. Yes, Rachel Rawson is funny, isn't she? Ace Film Studios. You're right. Novice Code Searcher. Everybody say hello to Novice Code Searcher, everybody. So on the weekend, my wife had been talking 2 places that we're going to go. We were either going to go to, it's called the Laura Gorge. It's about a little more than an hour out of Toronto. It's like whitewater rafting. It's like an adventure nature place in that. But the time of year, you couldn't go into the tubing and the whitewater rafting at this time of year. It's just getting too cool, and I think they'd closed off some of the some of the sites down there. So she said, we'll leave that for spring or next summer. So I said, okay, no problem. And the other place she was talking about, we live, like I said, about 2 hours from Toronto, and about an hour away, halfway between here and Toronto, there's a place called Kitchener. And it's got a big German population. But just outside of Kitchener, they have a little area called Waterloo. The area they call Waterloo, they call it Kitchener Waterloo. It's just like it's like a neighboring city, so they kind of combine the population, and you pretty much you don't even miss it. You don't miss a beat when you're driving through. So and we go to Kitchener once in a while. We go to Kitchener has a huge Oktoberfest in the month of October. It's pretty much like beer heaven. If you've ever been to Oktoberfest, I imagine in Germany or overseas, they have one here in Ontario, and it's in Kitchener called Oktoberfest. It's fantastic. But just outside of Kitchener, 15 minutes by Waterloo, the little area that's close to connected to Kitchener, they have a place called St. Jacobs. St. Jacobs is a Mennonite community. I remember as a kid, 40 years ago, we'd drive up from Toronto and we'd go, it's usually in the fall, we'd come, and that, getting closer to Thanksgiving, it seems to be more people, a lot of people visit summer, spring, whatever, but you get a lot of visitors come the fall, and that it's a real huge destination attraction in that St. Jacobs. But yeah, my wife said either to the gorge or to St. Jacobs. So we ended up went down to St. Jacobs for the day, and we did a little bit of shopping, but we did some little videos and that around the town, and went to a farmer's market. That's always fantastic. You get thousands of people at the farmer's market. They've got everything from food to, leather belts to clothing, to maple syrup, whatever you want, just like any other market, farmer's market, they have it. So we went there for the day, and the kids love seeing the Mennonites, the horse and buggies, and that. Had a great time, and the best part, we went out for lunch just before we did all this, and it's funny. On Friday night, pick up my daughter. She's not with us during the week. My son's with us, but my daughter lives with her mom from Sunday night to Friday night. So we pick her up after school, and she stays with us to Sunday night. So I just jokingly said, my daughter's name's Jenna. I said, Jenna, do you ever want to be in one of the videos? Ethan's been in a couple now, like here and there. What would you think of going in, taking maybe part in one? Is there something you like to do? And she says, sure. I said, what? I almost fell over. She's 15 going on like 25. She, like every kid, got their heads down. They don't do anything but their phones. They don't even talk to their friends. They chat, text, that's it. And and on the weekend, she's usually, can I go over to somebody's house to sleep over for the night, or vice versa? And we see her 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, a couple times during the day. But usually she doesn't want to go do anything. But she's like, yeah, I do. I would like to be in one. Maybe I'll tell you what I want to do. No problem. So we thought, this isn't happening this weekend. Maybe in a few months, maybe she'll open up and want to do something. Who knows? But I wasn't going to pressure her. Kids, you can't pressure them. You kind of forget as you get older what it was like to be a kid or a teenager. You think, oh yeah, I did everything with my parents, because that's what I tell the kids. Oh yeah, I did everything with my mom and dad. I stop and think about it probably about 12, 13. We stopped doing anything with the parents, and we didn't really have anything to do with them till I finished college and stuff years later, till I was in my 20s, and that even then, I was busy with life. Probably not till in my 30s really I started not hanging out with my parents again, but going out, coming over and seeing them for dinner and stuff, doing this with family. But yeah, she's, every once in a while she surprises us, and she opens up, and she wanted to be part of it. So we're having lunch, and I turned over just before I did it, and I said, will you be in part of it? And she shook her head yes, and I almost fell off my seat. So we went to this place called the Mongolian Grill. It's like not Chinese food, but they have this grill, and everything's all the items, they're placed out on ice, like your meats, your vegetables, everything like that, your spices, your sauces. So you go and you put your chicken, your pork, your steak, whatever, shrimp, octopus, whatever. You put it in there. You put your noodles in there. Put your vegetables in there. You put your spices, your peppers, your sauces. Then you go up. It's in a bowl. You go up. The guy puts it on a grill. He cooks it up 3 or 4 minutes or whatever it is. It's ready. Throws it back on a plate. You go eat. You put it in like a taco fajita shell. You put it up, put some rice in it, off you go. So anyways, she said she'd be in it, so I started filming, saying hi to everybody. I want to welcome everybody, just say everybody was having some lunch, and she was in it. She did a wave and said a few things, and then later at the end of the video, she was in it again, but she was in it, so might not be a lot, but next video you get to see my daughter Jenna. So hope she likes how it turns out. Sorry, I got off. I don't want to say I got off on topic. I just want to say what happened this weekend. Hope I didn't lose everybody here. I really do hope I didn't lose everybody. Yeah, I think I may have missed a few people. I certainly did. I certainly did. And I'm sorry if everybody. I'm not Kelly Paulson. Hi. It's going so fast. I'm sorry if I've missed you here. Handmade craft ideas / Karachi. Hi, how are you? I know I've missed a few people, so I'm so sorry, everybody. Just ate. I made Thai red curry on Sunday. Oh my gosh, that sounds delicious. I can smell it now. Oh, Storm Jones, you went to the beach this weekend. Very sunny and hot. Oh my gosh, that sounds great right now. Rachel, red Thai curry. Oh gosh, that does sound yummy, doesn't it? River Rat Skippy, fishing and chilling in the woods for the weekends. Oh my gosh, the fishing sounds awesome right now. Flavored by Hina. Hello, how are you? I know I missed a couple of people. I'm sorry I can't get the chat to go back up. I apologize. Oh, what is it? Let me see here. Somebody just put something. I'm sorry, I missed that. Everybody keep talking. I'm not ignoring you. I've missed something here. I was gonna say something. Somebody put Kelly Paulson. How are you? Thank you very much. Studio Rebirth. How are you? See if I can get this back. Yes, Studio Rebirth. Whitewater rafting does sound good, doesn't it? Unfortunately, we weren't able to do it just because it's the time of year, but we'll get to it for sure. I'm so sorry. I know I've missed a few people. The chat, I was blabbing on here to everybody, and I've missed a few people. So much apologies. Shalim, or you shut it. Is it cold in Canada? Wherever you are. I'm in London, Ontario, Canada. 2 hours from Detroit, 2 hours from Toronto. So if you know what the weather's like in Detroit, no, it's not cold. Right now it's fall. Um, you know what? What's the weather here? Let me see here. Um, I'll see what the weather says on the phone here quickly. I think it's 9 degrees. So you know what? You're not. What's 9 degrees in Fahrenheit? Anybody put it to Fahrenheit for everybody else? I'm sorry. I can't think of. And it's funny, you know, years ago I could just do Fahrenheit, but as I've got older, I've switched everything over to Celsius. But yeah, no, it's not that cold. It's just kind of like damp, cooler weather. You know, I still wearing my T-shirt. You know, I got my outdoor pants on. I usually walk around in. Oh, everybody, if you like the beer channels, check out any of the beer channels on here. Check out Stack Brewery from Sudbury, Ontario. They're just a craft brewery up north. But yeah, no, it's not bad weather here. What's at all? Rachel Rawson, geez, just watching scary video on sugar. Oh, Shalene Forshuda, shared on all 4 social sites. I have, bro. Thank you so much. I have, I have YouTube, I have my Facebook, and I have my Twitter. Unfortunately, YouTube is the only one that says Idiot of the Day. My Facebook is actually just my name, and then Twitter. I'll put Twitter up here quickly. It's let's see. Hopefully this pops up. This is my Twitter page. It doesn't show Idiot of the Day. It shows my name's Jeff Wilson. It just shows me and my family and stuff. That's all. But I do talk to a lot of people about the Idiot of the Day channel here through Twitter. So if anybody ever gets a request and it's from J Wheels 5150, that's me. It's actually the Idiot of the Day show. Oh, 48 Kent beer reviews. Thanks. 48 degrees Fahrenheit. I actually didn't know it was that cool. But yeah, no, it's not. Maybe 48 is cool to some people, but literally, I'll still walk around. I'll even walk around in shorts in this weather. It's, you know, once it gets down in the minus, Here it's a little different story, but I guess we're used to it. It's just the time of year, and it was so hot and humid. The humidity was terrible here this summer. I've been kind of craving for this. Couldn't wait. I not looking forward to the cold winters we're gonna get, or we don't get as much snow here in this part of Ontario anymore. But when we do get hit, it's hilarious. We won't have any snow, and all of a sudden, you know what? Overnight, we get 3 or 4 feet just dumped on, and then the town closes pretty much or the city closes. It takes us a couple days to shovel everything out, and then off we go again. But we usually have a little bit of snow here and there, but nothing like years ago. Kaleem for Yahusha. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was easier doing it, I guess, phonetically this way. Oh, it's 80 here in central Pennsylvania. Oh, that sounds good right now. Oh, it's only just beginning, getting a little bit chilly here, Jeff, Rachel. You know what, Rachel? I was saying, my grandparents were from Ireland. My grandmother was from Newry, and my grandfather was from Portadown. I still remember they always said, they wouldn't get the snow over there. They got sometimes like a covering, but nothing. They get the damp weather and that, but nothing like the snow that they came into when they finally moved to Canada years ago. Miriam Havard, 48.2 degrees Fahrenheit. Thank you. I guess I need that translator for the weather. Oh, Modern Day Family. You went to the Renaissance, did you? You did get to the Renaissance Festival. How was it? Let me run through here. On Saturday, it was packed because the weather was super nice, but it took 20 minutes to get a beer, and they would only let you get one at a time. Oh, that's horrible. That's when you need to wear one of those long coats and pack them in yourself. I remember years ago, I went to college down in Toronto, and I couldn't wait. I grew up in Toronto until I was a teenager. And my family, they didn't like the way Toronto was getting. It's getting a little rough, so they moved us about 12 or 13. They moved us to a little town, a little country town full of about 5,000 people. What a craze that was. I still remember at 12, 13 years saying to my parents, "Can I get a bus?" They said, "Yeah, there's a bus once a week that you can get the Greyhound." But yeah, getting back to the story quick. I remember, 17, 18, going off to college and going back and finally starting to go back out going out to the bars, getting legal and going out to the bars. And I remember going down a few bars, and they called them Montreal beers. They're the huge, humongous beers, not just like the regular 341 milliliters. They're humongous. We used to drink those like madmen at the time. Melissa Moran, Kent State, came to give a thumbs up. Say hello, and everybody, much love. God bless everyone. Say hi to Melissa Moran, to everybody. It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Have a great day. Yes, everybody go support Melissa. Let me see here. I've missed a couple of people here. I'm sorry. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore anybody. Carolina Cats, Base and Bream. Hey guys, I stepped away from the TV for a minute. Sorry. Thanks for all of the subs. You guys are awesome. I'll get you back, everybody. Say hi to Carolina Cats, everybody. Oh, there's somebody. I always try to say hello to everybody, but I want everybody, if they haven't come across this wonderful lady, please check out Susan's Creative. Susan from Susan's Creative. Without her, I wouldn't have met a lot of wonderful people. She guided me to Michael Fire Jr.'s live streams and his channel. So from that, I was able to meet quite a bunch of wonderful people, creators, and channels and that. Please, if you haven't checked out Susan's Creative, please go check her channel out. I'd really appreciate it. She's one of the most wonderful women I've met on here, and just the most down-to-earth woman. Susan, we weren't able to catch the live stream Friday night. My wife says, I don't care, we're going to watch it after. So we watched it later on Friday night. But she does a live show Friday night to, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Susan, when you were wearing that wig on Friday night, I loved it. My wife said, that's fantastic. Please, everybody, check out Susan's Creative. Ginger Kitty ASMR, hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. Shalima, you have a trench coat. Yeah, no, that was probably me about 18 years old, many years ago. Everybody, you remember the beginning? I was saying a few names and people to go check out. He's finally here. So if you haven't seen him or went to his channel, this is the one. You know what I'm saying a lot of names, but I want you to go check him out because I came across him a few weeks ago, and you won't be disappointed. This is the fella that I was talking about, the Australian slang. Please go check out Big Keg, everybody. You know what? I put that up earlier. Big Keg, how are you, buddy? It's great to see you. I was telling everybody that they should go check your channel out. So everybody check Big Keg out. You will not be disappointed. This man is absolutely hilarious. Susan's creative. Thanks for saying hi to Big Keg. Susan, if you haven't come across Big Keg, you need to check him out. This man is just drop dead hilarious. Oh my gosh. He's so funny. You may have come across him before, but if not, please check his channel out. You won't be disappointed. He's so funny. Ace Film Studio 755. Susan's creative. So are you going live when? Susan, you do the Friday evening show, right? Do you do another live show, Susan? Or please check out Susan's creative, everybody, and say hello to Susan. Susan's creative. I have a request, Jeff. I'd like you to record an intro for me for my video tonight. Where can I message you? Susan, just give me a second. I just hopefully I can type this in. Hope this is gonna. I type it in here quick. There, Susan. I just put up my email address. Hopefully that's the easiest way, other than like through Twitter and that. That's great. Yeah, no, that's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me, Susan. Just I don't know if my email address should be below. It's about 4 or 5 messages down. Yes, Big Keg is funny, isn't just hilarious. Susan's Friday evening show at 7 for live. Yes, you will not be disappointed. Susan, you're just drop dead hilarious. That show on this Friday, but the Friday before, where you were singing with your daughter, oh, we just loved it. We sat around and watched it. You're having some wine. It was just great. Everybody needs to see Susan's show on Friday evenings. Big Keg, thanks, guys. Okay, you did get it. Okay, thanks, Susan. Ginger Kitty SMR, hello. Yes, how's the laptop working, Big Keg? Oh my gosh, he's so funny. Studio Rebirth, I've been subbed for Susan for a while. Good, that's great. Yeah, wine. Susan, I would love to go. If I did, I unfortunately don't drink wine. I have some beers and a few drinks and that, maybe a Jack Daniels or something. But yeah, usually beer and that. But you know, my wife, so she watches some of the live streams and she says, we were watching the other night. It was craft beer pours. They were doing beer pong. She doesn't want to do beer pong. My wife doesn't drink, but she says, I would love to do one of these shows with you. You know, because it's so great. You know, even when my son was on Friday afternoon, I had a great time. You know, it's okay to get up here and talk with everybody, and you know, you can have a lot to say, and sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, what am I going to say? The only thing I got to say is look through the chat, look for information. That's the only way I'm going to get going. But yeah, no, you know what? It's so great to have somebody, isn't it, Susan? It's wonderful to have that person next to you because you know you can just feed off them. You know, if you know you need a second, they're usually going to be right there for you. So I couldn't agree anymore when they say, you know, collaborations, even if it's somebody in your family, having somebody with you, everybody needs. You know, it's a great way to go live. I imagine. I mean, Friday was great with my son, so I definitely would definitely recommend it. If it fits, it bakes. Say hi to if it fits, it bakes, everybody. I ran over my phone with a lawnmower Friday, so this weekend was been rough for me on the social media front. Oh gosh, that's horrible. You know what? Sometimes I wasn't until about 2 years ago. I never this is going to sound funny. I'd never had a phone. Um, I'd never had a phone ever. And then my wife said, you know, you need to get one. Your daughter, it's the only way she seems to communicate with people, with her friends, her mother, with us. She says you need to. So the day I got this, life changed for me. It went from, I call her every night after supper to see how she's doing. You know, she doesn't really want to talk to dad, but I'll get on here and it's funny. I never Snapchatted or anything like that or text. I didn't even know how to do it at the beginning. I didn't even know how to turn the bloody thing on. But your wife taught me a lot of things, and you know what? Here I am, 2 years later, or 2 or 3 years later, and here I am. But yeah, no, it was the best thing on earth, especially communication with my daughter and that. So I can't regret that ever. Sorry, I'm just running through this here quick. Kent Beer Reviews. There are a lot of good channels, isn't there? It's so nice to have everybody come over and that, you know, they all have busy days. For me, I pretty much for the last 2 weeks that I've been doing this, I guess I've tried to do the 2 o'clock time frame for me. I had to do two other streams. I think one was at like 11 or 12 o'clock in the morning, and then another. I think my son and I went at 1 on Friday. We just did those because we couldn't do it at 2. We had other engagements we had to do at the time. So you know, it's great to see. I'm just looking up. We got 25 thumbs up. Thanks everybody. If you haven't hit the like, smash it, as everybody says. 22 people watching. That's great. I much appreciate it, everybody, for coming over. I really do appreciate it. Just check here. Did everybody see Michael's show on the weekend and this morning? I saw Budget and Budget Bushcraft and Hoosier Back OD. They were great guests. I saw Clint Moore and I'm gonna screw up the next fella, so I won't say his name. It's Knight something. I think Rachel corrected me, or Skinny Panda earlier, but I screw the names up sometimes. I need to write more things down, I guess. Oh, Mickey XOXO. Say hi to Mickey XOXO, everybody. I caught one of her Thursday or Friday last week, one of your live streams. It was great. If you haven't checked her channel out, go to Mickey XOXO, everybody. Say hello to her. Ali Hamza. Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. You have a channel about my nephew. That's wonderful. Kent Beer Reviews. I'm UK based. That's awesome. Yeah, here you know, where I live, they have Canada only has like 2 major. You know, we don't really have the big beer breweries and that. We have 2. We had Molson and Labatt's, and London actually is the home of Labatt. So if you've ever had a Labatt Blue or any kind of Labatt products, it's originally started here in London. A few years ago, Anheuser-Busch bought them out to Budweiser. So everything that was John Labatt's here in London, a lot of it's been switched over to Budweiser. Like our arena where we have our concerts and our sports events, it used to be called John Labatt's Center, but they switched it over a few years ago. It's called Budweiser Gardens. But great place to start. And we have a lot of craft breweries that, just like everywhere, they're popping up everywhere. I didn't know what I thought of it, the IPAs. I still haven't went over the IPAs yet, but I love some of those. I like the stouts. I love the sweet ones. I love especially the Belgian beers. Some of the Tripels, the Dubels. I love those. They're fantastic. You know, the sweetness, and I love some of the chocolate beers. Can't say enough about these craft beers. They're fantastic, and it's great to try one every once in a while, a different one. A lot of great hidden gems there is, isn't there? Rachel Rawson, you're in Sheffield. That's awesome. Oh, Big Keg, you got to go, and no worries, my friend. It's great to see. I know, you know, at 2 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock in the morning for Big Keg, so I can't believe that he comes on here sometimes. Say bye to Big Keg, everybody. Have a good one. We'll catch you again, buddy. Rachel, if you ever need me to pop down to Kent and test booze, just let me know. Oh my gosh, that's what I thought of, like craft beer pours. You know, the husband and wife, they do their review shows, and they were doing beer pong. I thought, oh man, That would be me if I, not my wife because she doesn't drink. That'd be me. Oh gosh, yes. Big cake, no worries, mate. You take off. Okay, see you later. It's great to see you again. Let's see what we have here. I thought my wife would have got on today, but she's busy at work, so she can pop in here or there just for a few minutes usually, just to say hello. But I don't think she was able to pop in today. If anybody ever comes across somebody in the chat, uh, my wife's name on here, she doesn't really have content. She just comes on to watch some of the shows and watch this. It's called JoJo G. My wife's name's Joanne. We call her JoJo. All the nieces and nephews, as when they were little kids, always they couldn't say Joe or Joanne, so they always just said JoJo. So it's JoJo G. That's my wife. If you ever come across her here, Susan, if I can, I will for sure. Okay, I'll take a look. I can't do this. I can't check it after right away. I got to pick my son up just after 3:30, but around I think around 10 to 4 I should be home. So I'll check it quickly then. If that's is that too late? I hope not. But if you have to run, Susan, I understand. But I'll definitely check it. I just have to. I have something I got to do at 3 o'clock here once this is done. But I'll check it around quarter to 3, 10 to no, it's quarter to 4, 10 to 4. So I'll get back to you once I get that. Let's see here. Sorry about this. Just popping up. Did I lock up here again? Shalene, you have a live stream to prepare for, so I hope to catch you again. Oh, you will. It was great to see you. Thank you so much. Bye, Neo Blade Gaming. Renee D Guitar Suite. Say hi to him. Great guitarist, does some great covers. If you love guitar, check out Renee D Guitar Suite, everybody. You won't be disappointed. Susan goes live on Friday night evenings, 7 p.m. by 9 p.m. Okay, I'll talk to you. I'll check the email, like I said, probably in the next hour, and and I'll get back to you right after that, Susan. Sorry, I thought Jeff mentioned it earlier. Oh, no worries. MU Free Music for your videos. Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. Everybody check out MU Free Music for your videos. River Rat Skippy. I'm out to see you next time. If you have to run, I understand, my friend. Mickey XOXO. My name's Jeff. Yeah, no, that's no worries. The reason for the name, Idiot of the Day, we just ran into a few people the last few months that caused a few disruptions in our life, and one was some road rage out on the highway back in August, and the man got a little bit violent. We thought he was going to get violent with my wife, and luckily, when she screamed at me to call the police, he darted like a little kid with his tail between his legs and it was funny. He got into his SUV, and the first thing when he got into his SUV, we realized, he had 2 kids bikes. We saw his 2 little kids in the back and his wife. So I don't know what he was going to do, but he literally was sitting on her tail, driving for about 10 minutes. I thought he was going to cause an accident. I told my wife to slow down. She pulled over, and he pulled over in front of us and just went absolutely bonkers because we weren't going a million miles an hour. It was a long weekend. He wanted to race, but the highway, he was so busy. So she says, that guy was an idiot. He's like the idiot of the day. I thought that's hilarious. That's all. That's where it came from. Unfortunately, I can't change the name now because if you do, you're starting all over. But and my name's Jeff. It's just a name. That's all it is. It's a catchy name, so that's why we kept it. Oh, Rachel, no worries. You just broke 400 subs. That's great. I'm so happy. Everybody, check out Rachel Rawson's channel. Everybody. No, I understand. That's awesome. Let's see here. Oh, no worries. Renee D Guitar Suite. Great channel. If you love guitar, check his channel out, please. Six Hand Spice. Hi, how are you? It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Yes, Mickey. Uh, well, you know what? It's no disrespect. Somebody actually, I've only had two negative things here. Um, Somebody did a dislike to the last video with my son, but like some of the people, maybe somebody hit the dislike by accident, and you know maybe they just didn't like it. Whatever, that's fine. But there was another comment a while ago, just after about halfway since I started. They said, "How can you subject your son to this?" He's not saying calling anybody idiots or anything. I call the station that. I'm not calling anyone specific an idiot. This is just a channel name, and it just reflects how life has changed out there on the road and for people. A lot of people have different things going on in their life. Unfortunately, you know, it doesn't mean you should go out and do something or hurt somebody. It's just caused a lot of different things in life, in reality, in life nowadays. So that's just the name. It's not profanity or anything. It's just calling it is what it is what it is. No, that's not it. But it's just calling not a spade. But what I'm trying to say, it's just the name. Sandy Williams, take care. It's nice to see you. Thanks again. Oh no, I know it isn't, Susan. I realize it's not a reflection. Like I said, you know what? My wife said it sticks. Everybody gets a good laugh. I think some people may look on it negatively, but you know that's fine. I can appreciate it. It's you know not everybody's going to enjoy what you have to say or what you're putting out there. And that's fine as long as they're not you know hurting anybody. I don't care what anybody says to me as long as it's not geared towards my family. I'm totally fine. Oh, hey, Christiane Chatham. This young lady works with my wife. She's actually off right now. She's hurt her neck, or going to be going in a little while for I think some kind of operation on her neck or her spine. So, hi, Christiane. It's nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Much appreciated. Yes, if it fits, it bakes. Thumbs down still count as interaction. You're right. They took a second even to come to the channel. You're right. You know, you're right. You know, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I'm just glad nobody said anything about my son. That's my big thing, because he so enjoyed doing it. And you know, I don't care if anybody says, "Oh, that guy, he shouldn't be on here." Well, you know what? Everybody can be on here, even if you don't appreciate what I have to say. The same back. You know what? I appreciate. I haven't run into any really people I've disliked. So you're 100% right on that. Just eight. You're right. Yeah, you name your channel whatever you want. Yeah, it's just a name. That's all it is. Fluffinator, how are you? Nice to see you. Thank you for dropping by. Ace Film Studio 755. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate all of you. I really do. Grand Aiden, say hello to Grand Aiden, everybody. Just eight. Thanks for saying that to Christiane. Yeah, she's a very nice young lady. Susan, you know, I can understand. You know what? Sometimes it's hard to watch everybody's. You know, you can sometimes catch as much as possible, but it'd be impossible to watch hundreds of people's stuff. But I do like the notifications because you know what? It pops things up. And sometimes you can't always watch this person's always, but the next time you'll catch them or the second or third time around. So it's not that you forget anybody. You know, some people like you said, somebody like, oh, if you're not going to watch mine, I'm going to get rid of you. No problem. You want to get rid of me? Go ahead. Uh, you can't watch everybody. It's physically impossible. Jelly Duck 100. Hi, how are you? And like when anything about mine pop up, I don't think everybody's going to watch it. You know what? Some people do. It's like everybody says. You know what? If that one person is watching you, there's one person that wasn't watching you before you started it, right? Exactly. I mean, if all you are wanting is a sub, that's a different story. You know what? That's fine too. But it's great to be on here and see a lot of things that you would have never come across before, or you may not have thought of. So it is awful great to see all these people, all of you on here. I really do appreciate it. Jelly Duck 100, how are you? Thank you for dropping by. Ace Film Studio 755. It comes and it goes. You're right, it does. And I'm only new to this. It's coming on 2 months now. So you know, I'm super happy where it's gone and where it's going. I we're going to change things up a little bit. Right now, we're doing the, when we go out on the weekend, that's where the live videos, not the live videos, but where my videos that I actually post come from. But who knows where it's going to go? Come across a few people say, I don't know where the channel's going. Some people may have, some people have like a specific topic. I don't have the specific topic. I'm going with what I have, and I've come across that as well. So, but there are a lot of great people, content providers here. So I really appreciate everybody. I need 10 of me to watch everyone's videos. Try my best. Exactly. Everybody. I guess if we're all busy in life, so there's no possible way. But it's great to get on here, isn't it? You got your entertainment every day and night that you turn this on. Rachel, that's wonderful. I choose to subscribe to people who are just happy and supportive. And I couldn't agree. I had one girl say, "Oh, I support you." No problem. And I know she didn't, and that's fine, But I went to her channel, and she had a great channel, so I have no problem. But especially I imagine younger people, they're just looking to get the main. And it's not just young people, that main big number, so they can go ahead with things. But whatever, no problem. Well, I guess I kept you all long enough, and I really appreciate you coming. I do appreciate you coming. Studio Rebirth on Camera Shy. I am too. I sometimes get on here quick. I'll make it quick. I sometimes 2 seconds before I go on, like, what am I going to talk about? I start drinking water. I'm like, I gotta relax here for a second. But the first few, I was so nervous. Then you get those done with, and you can go on. So no, you should try this. This is a fun time. It really is, and you get to meet a lot of great people. So I guess I'm gonna call it an afternoon. It's just after 3 here, and within the next half hour, I have to get down. I'll have to get ready and go pick the son up. So I bid you adieu, and much appreciated for you coming. Okay, look at this, 30 thumbs up, 20 people still watching. So much appreciated. Okay, hope to see you again, and have a great day. One of these days, my friend says I need a tie that says, "How's everybody doing?" Have a good one, everybody. Okay, have a good night. Bye bye. Take care, Susan. See you, everybody.